Hi, my name's Carol Macrae. I'm a clinical and five-path hypnotherapist and a Reiki master and teacher and the current chair for Reiki Australia. I love the work that I do. I work in the mind-body field. Initially, I was a registered nurse almost 50 years ago. I've run fitness centers for more than 20 years. I've been doing clinical hypnosis and five-path hypnosis since 2005, so that's 20 years. And I've been doing Reiki for almost 30 years. I've worked in so many different diverse areas. I'm also qualified as a Komyo ReikiDo master and a Seishem Egyptian healing master, and I'm trained and qualified in Touch for Health Kinesiology, Kinetic shift, Qigong. I've taught yoga and Tai Chi and Pilates for 10 years and done weight loss programs for people through the fitness industry for more than 20 years as well. So I have a wealth of knowledge and I combine those things to help my clients achieve the goals that they want to achieve. Hypnosis is the fastest way to really clear away any trauma from the past, and with five-path hypnosis is not just about direct suggestion, which can wear off over time, but we're using advanced techniques to really make rapid permanent change. So the way the mind works is it's like this little toy. The left hemisphere of the brain is basically equivalent to your conscious mind, and it is rational, it's logical, it's always trying to plan things and work out how to fix things, but it's 5 to 10%. The subconscious mind is equivalent to the right hemisphere of the brain. And the subconscious mind is where all those habits live, including the sabotaging habits that keep you going back, repeating the same old pattern like smoking, eating, feeling anxious and stressed, or going into bad relationships. It deals with habits, patterns, and emotions, but it's 90 to 95% of your brain. So it's always going to win over that 5 to 10%. And this is why normal talk therapies are not as effective as using techniques that work with the subconscious mind. Now, the back part of the brain, of course, is the amygdala. That's your fight or flight center. Every time we get stressed, the brain goes fight, flight, freeze, fight, flight, freeze, fight, flight, freeze. And we activate that fight, flight center till we get to full capacity. And when we're doing five-path hypnosis, we use advanced techniques to pull out the triggers. We get a brain reset and everything changes. So generally, when we have emotions like anxiety, we have a bad feeling, we tend to distract. And some of the things people use for distractions are things like being a workaholic, smoking, eating, drinking, taking drugs in this modern world, and just doing all sorts of sabotaging things that are not serving you. If we can't deal with this core emotion, at least of frustration, we can still be distracting, going round and round, and if we still can't deal with that, it leads to depression. And we go round and round in circles, constantly repeating the same patterns, but nothing much changes. Now, depression is not actually trying to hurt you. It's your subconscious mind's way of knocking you off your perch, sending you to bed, so that your mind and body can calm down and rest and level out the things like adrenaline and cortisol and bring you back to a reset point. However, it doesn't usually work like that in this day and age. And what people find is they then go to the doctor, they get medication which doesn't fix the problem, it just masks it and makes them feel numb. So with advanced techniques like five-path hypnosis, we can get to the core of the problem. We can clear away the core emotions by finding that initial sensitizing event with advanced techniques. And once it's gone, it's like a house of cards. You pull that bottom card out, the whole house falls down, and all the trauma, the anxiety, the stress, the depression, the bad self-esteem, and the bad habits disappear. So some of the things I work with, and some of the things I've worked with the thousands of clients I've worked with over the last 20 years with hypnosis, are things like anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress, insomnia and sleep problems, weight problems, quit smoking, alcohol, all of those things, pain, and all sorts of different emotional things that have an emotional cause or have an emotional impact. Once we clear the emotions, everything starts to get better. Now, as some of you already know, I'm also a survivor of breast cancer twice, and I heal my own bone cancer using Reiki, self-hypnosis, meditation, nutrition, and vitamins. So I have a wealth of knowledge in so many different areas. And some of you know I used to be a registered nurse. I've run fitness centers for more than 20 years. And I've worked with people from all walks of life. With my energy medicine workshops, like Reiki workshops, I've been doing those since 1999, and I've been doing Reiki since 98. And I've worked with thousands of clients to help them heal all sorts of things. And hypnosis and Reiki work so well together, because when I do Reiki, I'm also doing hypnotherapy while that client is on the table. So whatever I find energetically in their body, I'm going to work on it emotionally. So the way that energy and the mind-body connection work is when we've got emotional trauma going on in our life, or stress or anxiety, it can cause a block in the flow of our energy field in our outer aura that surrounds the body. Now, if we can't deal with it, that blocked energy moves in to manifest as illness or injury on the body. So when we use Reiki or any of the energy medicine techniques, we are actually clearing energy blocks in the meridians and in the aura and in the cells. And if we're using things like Qigong and Kinetic shift, we're using the chakras in our hands to pull that blocked energy out. But we clear the energetic block, it clears the emotional block. So we can work energetically or we can work with the mind. And combining the two is the most effective way, of course. So when we're doing hypnosis, we're using advanced techniques to clear the mental emotional blockage, which then clears the energy block and the physical block. So everything works hand in hand. So if you'd like to learn more, all you need to do is jump on my website at carolmacrae.com, and you can book in for a free 15-minute discovery call, or you can make an appointment for a half an hour free strategy session, so we can sit down and nut out the problem and work out the best line of attack. Now, you can also just book straight in and have an appointment, and it might be an integrative wellness appointment, or it might simply just be booking in for some hypnosis. Generally, most people find 3 sessions is all they need to totally transform their whole life. And the first session is generally 2 hours. Anything after that is an hour and a half. And then we would generally do a follow-up probably a month later, just to make sure everything sticks so that we can work on it and get rid of it. So jump onto my website, carolmacrae.com, because there are lots of free resources there as well. I've got a quit smoking free page full of a booklet, and it's also got some MP3s to start you on your quit smoking journey. I've got a weight management program on a weight management page, which has lots of free downloads to help you start losing weight, including a 6-week plan, lots of weight loss tips, and a lot of information that can really help you start that journey. But of course, the advanced stuff is clearing the trauma and the causes for those eating patterns as well. Now, I also have a healing page, and the healing page I initially started for my clients with cancers, because I've had lots of clients with cancers that are now cancer-free. And then I realized that the healing page works not just for cancers, but also for things like anxiety, for things like arthritis and pain and other diseases, even diabetes. And so when we are thinking about using the mind and the body together, we don't have to just buy into the programs that someone else has told us, or the belief system. We can work to get wholeness and balance and harmony, which then speeds up the process on every level. Now, there are also some other mini workshops I've done, which I did in 2024 on anxiety and depression and panic attacks and chakras as well. So jump onto my website. It's full of resources, free resources for you. And as I said, if you'd like to make an appointment, you can do that on the website too. My office is in downtown Dubbo, but I do lots of work online. In fact, I have clients in Ireland and Canada and London and Perth and Sydney and Brisbane, all over the world. So there is no limit to what we can do when we're working with the mind and the body together. And jump onto my website. As I said, there's lots of resources, there's lots of information. I'm also qualified in things like Touch for Health Kinesiology, as I said, which means that we can just muscle test and find out what your subconscious is trying to tell us. It's a loop to just find out where the weaknesses are, so we can work out the best strategies as well. And things like Qigong, which I've been studying a lot more of recently because, again, we're working with Chinese medicine and we're working with clearing energy blocks in the meridians. So there's lots of information, lots of free resources, and I would love to help you. If you've got anything such as trauma, bad relationships, or you want to just get rid of some of those sabotaging habits and patterns, give me a call, 041 334 6637, or just jump online and find the resources that are there and start using them so that you can start improving your life. Have a great day, guys, and thank you so much for listening. This is Carol Macrae, Mind Body Magic. Let's work together. Let's do some great things and change your future. Let's help you to reach your potential, to heal the past and let it go, kick it to the curb, and create the future of your desires, the future of your dreams. Have a wonderful day, guys. Change your mind and you will change your life.